Let's get straight into the big news of the morning. Steve Mitchell, Gold Coast Titans CEO, has been kind enough to pick up the phone. Steve, David Fifita is a Titan again.
Paddy, David Fifita is a Titan, has always been a Titan. So, and shall remain a Titan moving forward.
Can you give us some sort of take on what has happened? And for the listeners just joining us on your commute to work or whatever, that the Roosters issued a statement and saying that David Fifita was going to stay with the Titans. The Titans issued a statement and say, yes, he is staying after it seemed like he was gone at the end of the season for less money, we might add.
Yeah, we're really excited to have David with us for obvious reasons, Paddy. And I think from the footy that we're watching him play and the environment that Des is putting together at the moment, I think we're looking at this athlete and this young man and what he's going to develop into the ensuing seasons is very exciting for obviously the organisation and the region and their supporter base. But central to today's decision is obviously, one, his trade, two, is the environment he's enjoying, but also critical of that part is his family. And he's a community integrated man. His mother and his grandmother come down to most, if not every game when we play here. He's got strong ties here. And the sum total of all those parts, for Dave is just like, I'm here. I love the direction that the club's taking, the team's taking. I'm close to things that are critically important, which is family and locally. So we're very excited to be able to say that he's taken that option up and he's moving into 25 and 26 with us, and we couldn't be more thrilled.
Yeah, your confidence levels were always high, eh? You didn't detect any signs that he would be leaving, and then he left. So someone's been very persuasive and maybe rushed him.
I think David's got to consider all things, and you get a very short career window. Heels, don't you? And
yep.
He had a consideration and a fair level of consideration for a young man. In regard to what it looks like moving forward for him. But I think if you add up, if I'm in his shoes and you add up the direction of the side, Des's environment, where he's at in his career currently, his aspirations to play, representative footy for Queensland, the play group that he's playing with, and then you put the things that are really good for him from just a connection point of view and a well-being point of view. His family's here. He's very much a family man. He's entrenched in the local community. A lot of that actually is sacrificed or moved away if he moves into to a southern franchise. And having the time to process that and understand that and then be able to make a decision is probably the right process. Our environment probably puts more pressure on that, I would think, given the spotlight. So we've probably ended up at a point that, where we're really excited, obviously, as an organisation. But I think for David, it's a really, really good thing too for the development of his career and keeping him close to things that are really important, which is his family, which is important to every human being. So.
Steve, can you give us an insight on how it unfolded? I mean, we know about the announcement last week. Have you been in his ear? Has Des been in his ear? Has the family been in his ear? How did this whole story unfold?
I think that is probably more a little bit like we were just saying. It's been Dave's had a week. He's been back to training. He's been up and about. He's had a conversation with family members clearly, and he's got a good relationship with the coach. We chatted with him yesterday, and he chatted at length in around where he's at, and then he made the decision to take up those next 2 years. So it hasn't been an absolute, pressure point one time. There's been like all people, he's been processing, options and decision that sits in front. So, and arrived at, I'm excited to stay and move forward this afternoon. So it's been a healthy process.
Good. So, well, mate, as you probably know, Braden from Perth, who is a regular listener here. Boys, can you please congrats Steve? Absolute amazing news for us Loyals Titans fans. Well done on retaining him. Now we can have a positive impact moving forward. One very happy Titans supporter this morning.
Good on you, Braden. Mate, we're here to bring plenty to you, mate. We got some work in front of us now. We've got one of our really, really critical parts of our squad, young man by the name of David Fifita at the front of that. So we're pretty excited.
Hey, just very quickly, I'll look at the casualty list, though, mate. You're going to need him. Campbell, Boyd, Brimson, Foran, Sammy, Smith, Shields, and your skipper, all on the injured list.
All on the injured list, but Des's mentality is next man up. what's the squad look like, who's best suited where, and I think our defensive frameworks are starting to resonate. And if we play tough this weekend, and if they have the desperation that we had against the Cowboys, Paddy will be all right. And it's about getting through week to week, isn't it? So you deal with what's in front of you, and I'm excited about Saturday and Magic Round and the way we're going to go out there. A couple of guys get an opportunity to go up and demonstrate where they're at. So can't wait, mate. Should be great.
Yeah, well, how good will it be if you trump the Cowboys game? Because for David's turnaround, it must have been one of the most fun games he's ever played.
That's right. I think that's right. And his form over the last 5 weeks, and I think it speaks to a large part of, also his mindset in regard to making decisions. His form's been fabulous. He can be anything, can't he? When he's up and going and his footy's really good, he's a prodigious talent. And I think firing up now between now and Origin and then post-Origin the second half of the year with David having been able to clear that and basically focus on his trade now is really excited for him and really exciting for the club and our fans and members.
Yeah, brilliant, mate. Brilliant.
Hey, just quickly, we saw the releases come out this morning. I mean, what was the process, mate? Did he just tell the Roosters, I've decided not to now come down there because he hadn't signed anything?
Conversation after our conversation was, I'm not in a direct line there, so hard for me to comment to. I would think it's probably a conversation with David and his management team.
Yeah, right. Mate. Hey, look, congratulations. We really appreciate it. I know you're busy, and just to give us 5 minutes of your time this morning is great because it's massive, massive news, and it's great news for the Titans.
You better tidy up your office now, Steve. You've been throwing stuff around all night. Yoo-hoo! Good on you, mate.
I need the vacuum here, right? No deals, I'll get the vacuum out. Thanks so much, man.
Steve Mitchell joining us there, the Titans CEO. Very, very happy Titans CEO. And as I said, if you're just joining us, massive news that David Fifita has decided to backflip on his decision to join the Roosters, and he will take up that option to remain at the Titans for at least another 2 seasons and stay on the $1 million a year. It's coming up to 8:39. We'd love to hear from you. What do you think? We've had a stack of texts about it now. Some good, some bad. Greg's saying the Titans should have punted him, but look, you get the chance. The young man has changed his mind. It's as simple as that. It's a strange decision. It's a strange call, but for Titans fans, they're a bit like Braden. They're about ready to pop the champagne at 8:30 in the morning.
They're rare. They're rare, big, athletic men that have got a skill level at 24.
Yep, exactly right.
I have massive news on David Fifita. Our text line has come up. I'm a member of the Gold Coast Titans. I've just got an email like these people on the text. Dave remains a Titan. On David Fifita, recommitting. I'll explain. I'll read it out exactly in a moment, Hammy. Thank you for your segment.
No.
The David Fifita news will replace Fossioki, Hammy. Stand by. But thank you for your segment, Woofer.
Thanks,
See
Hammy.
you, Woofer.
No. Chat tomorrow, boys.
There we go.
Nobody does it easier.
I can't believe it.
You can't believe it. You're in
I
shock.
can't believe it. I've just informed as many people. There is people in Vossi disbelief.
David
So I wonder
Fifita
if the back of
has
the wing.
backflipped on the Roosters.
He's done a reverse Cherry Evans, and Dylan says that on the text. He says Fifita has done a reverse DCE and is staying at the Titans.
Unbelievable.
Stacko, a member of the Titans, he said, surely this is a mistake. This is bizarre, talking about the message that he just got.
Satili Tupanua just got told he's free to negotiate with other clubs by the Roosters. Satili, come back. Unbelievable. Your reaction to this story straight out of the news. Get on the phone, get on the text.